My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with Internal Revenue Service. Welcome to my YouTube station. By the way, I'm a former agent. I've worked at IRS for a decade. I've been in private practice for how long? 40 years. I am a national expert in resolution matters. I don't need a coat and tie. I have been on every major news station you can think of. You can go to my website at 777irs.com and you can see my whole team of former IRS agents, and that's all about me. Anyway, I want to talk to you today about, you can probably settle your tax debt today. I want to talk to you about how you can. If you want to settle your tax debt through the hardship or offer and compromise, you can do that today. Just with a phone, you can call IRS, the 1-800 number, and you can ask to speak to the collection division. They're going to take a financial statement, and with that, they will either put your case into currently non-collectible or they'll give you a payment agreement, all depending on your financial statement. What other option is there to settle your tax debt is the offer and compromise for pennies on a dollar if you're eligible. That offer will take a year, by the way. You can't settle your offer case. IRS is backed up. They don't have people to work your case. IRS is stingy on offers acceptances. They only accepted 13,000 of all in all the United States last year. So you can settle your debt today by calling the IRS and doing that. However, I'm not going to recommend you do that unless you are a fool. I have done this job for 50 years, and fools will call IRS without doing their due diligence. People will hang up on me. They say, no, we don't like what you're saying. They call IRS and they wind up calling me back and says, hey, Michael, that was a mistake. I just want to stop you from making that mistake. Why? Because what people do not know is when you call IRS, what's on the other end of the phone? What are you facing when you call IRS? Let me tell you what you're facing. You're facing a program that does not allow the expenses you want on your financial statement. IRS asks, how much is this? How much is your food? How much is your house? How much is your water? How much is your insurance? How much is your gas? What do you spend? IRS has what's called a national standards. It's a test, and what that says is that we're going to allow the expenses the Department of Labor allows and not the expenses you're putting down unless you fall within that standard. You want to know what your national standards are for where you live? Go ahead in your Google bar and put IRS national standards for food and clothing, IRS national standards for housing and utilities, IRS national standards for car payments, IRS national standards for operation car. You will find out that IRS and the Department of Labor are very stingy. So if you want to settle your tax debt, if you know the national standards, call them yourself. What benefit is it of using a professional? Well, we know the way around those standards and how you can probably get some of those things included that you do not know. So anyway, if you want to do this yourself, do your due diligence. If you really want a professional, you should call a former IRS agent who really knows what they're doing. Anyway, give me a subscription if you would. I told you the truth. Thank you very much.